Hello, I wanted to show you a new autofill feature that we've been working on. We've built it onto the Notice of IEP form. So what we're looking at here on this page, this is the Notice of IEP form on the 5th page. If I scroll down, you'll notice that there's a section here where it says, please sign and date this form and return it to. In these 4 blanks right down on the bottom here, you're probably going to be filling in the same basic repetitive information over and over again. So we thought this would be a good place to start and add an autofill feature to help save you some time when you're filling out this particular form. Here's how it works. When this feature becomes available, the first time you use one of these new forms, you will have to type in the information at least one time. Now, I have some information already pre-typed in here. So once we have the information that we plan to use over and over again, what we want to do is come over to this section here and click on the link that says Add to Templates. I'm going to click on that now, and as soon as I do that, it's going to say Insert Result, Record Added, and this gives me a little button to close it, but that just gives me confirmation that this information has been saved. So once I've saved that information, any future time I come into the Notice of IEP meeting form, for any student that I work with, it doesn't have to be the same student, any student I work with, anytime I'm on this form, this information will be saved in my personnel account, so it'll always be there for me. So the next time I go to do a Notice of IEP form, rather than having to type in the information, all I need to do at this point is hit this button here that says Replace with Template. As soon as I click that, you're going to notice it instantly fills in all that information from before. I'll save it like I always did. And everything like that. Another thing you can do too is that maybe you work in multiple schools. Maybe you have 3 or 4 different schools where you're inviting people to attend meetings. This will accommodate that sort of thing too. So after we've got it in our first school, let's say we do our next school. I'll just add a little number 2 just so we know that this is a little bit different than the first one we did. Okay, so now that we had, this is this is considered our second school. Again, to get that second school in, I'm going to hit Add to Template. At this point, I'm going to see the same results, but at this point now, I have 2 different school contact information records stored into my personnel account. So now, when I want to do another IEP and announce that meeting, what I'm going to do is come back to the same place we did before. I'm going to hit Replace with Template. But now that I have more than one record, it's not going to just automatically fit it in. When I click it, it's going to give me this little pop-up screen here, and it's going to give me a choice to see which contact information I want to use. There's the one we had before, right up on top, but here's the new one. So this time I want to do our new one. So I'm just going to hit Use, and instantly that new information puts in. So I won't have to be typing that information in again. Another thing you can do just down the road, if that contact information ever changes, you do have the ability to bring up that screen again, and here's an edit option. If I click edit, it gives me opportunity to change any of the information. I can add different text to it. I can also delete one. So if you transfer to another school, maybe you work in a different building, this account will still contain the old things, but all you have to do is come in, hit edit, and I can delete all my old records or update them however I want. I'll hit save and close. That way I can keep the contact information that I've stored saved into my account and ready to use the next time. I hope you enjoy this new feature.